Hey, welcome, clan, to another edition of The Warrior Alive for the 28th of the 7th, 2012. Firstly, I have to apologise for yesterday, clan. My internet was down all week and I didn't get it back until around about 11 or 12 at night last night, and everyone in the house was asleep, so couldn't get I couldn't do a stream because it was too late at night for my family because one family member does night shifts and also kind of works, unlike me, who's unemployed. Um, but yeah, sorry about that. So I'm making it up by doing one tonight. I do apologise if you hear a hoover in the background. My mum is vaxing the carpets at the moment, so you may hear it in the background. Just let me know if it gets too loud, and I'll try and do something about it. Okay? Uh, so hopefully you don't mind this, and for those who saw the video on YouTube, this live stream is going to be talking about reboots, remakes, and prequels. Are they a good thing, a bad thing, or should they just fuck off? So this really has got me. By the way, this is just a last-minute topic. I had no topic prepared. It was just completely on the fly. I was like, what can I talk about? And I just went, wait, I just saw The Dark Knight Rises and they're rebooting the Batman. So let's talk about that. Not the Batman, reboots in general. So I'll start off by talking about reboots, and then I'll move on to prequels, and then I'll go on to did I say sequels? Sorry, remakes. I'll go into remakes. For those who don't know, there is a lot of rumours flying about that they are rebooting Batman after The Dark Knight Rises, due to the fact that Christopher Nolan is leaving the franchise, and so is most of the cast from the Nolan Batman movies, basically. So they're rebooting it. And I'm probably predicting there'll be a new Batman film within the next 4 years. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So I'm going to be using Batman as a prime example, but that isn't the main reason I'm talking about that. There's a lot of problems I have when it comes to reboots, prequels, and remakes. Now, in my honest opinion, there is a lot of good reason to reboot the Batman, and also other franchises as well, and for various reasons. We'll use Spider-Man as an example. Spider-Man 3 ruined the Spider-Man franchise of movies, basically, so they had no choice but to reboot. The Dark Knight, on the other hand, the Nolan Batman films have made a fuck ton of money, probably in the billions if I'm not mistaken. And the only reason they're rebooting it is because Nolan is done. There's no guarantee that they're rebooting it back. There's getting fucking reboot. It's getting a reboot. There's no ifs, buts, what's about it. It's getting rebooted, as Denton said, to tie in with the Justice League film, which is currently in the works. It's been in the works for a few years. So it's kind of a good thing because, let's be brutally honest, the Dark Knight, the Nolan Batman film, or the Nolan versus it's known, would not suit a Justice League movie. It would not. The Nolan versus is very realistic Batman. Let's face it, it's very realistic Batman. Like, what happens to a human body? It's not like the comic book. It's no comic book-ish. It's realistic. Will the Justice League have the same director as Buffy? I doubt that Marvel are going to let Joss Whedon direct the Justice League movie, by the way. For those who know, Joss Whedon was the director of The Avengers. He's also the maker of Buffy, Angel, Firefly, and quite a lot of other stuff that is legitimately fucking awesome. And he basically done the impossible and made a good superhero team-up movie, i.e. The Avengers. He's actually in talks to do The Avengers 2 and several other movies for Marvel at the moment, to my knowledge. So I doubt he'll have enough time to make a Justice League film. But I'll happily admit, if you've ever seen my top 5 movie adaptations I want to see, my number 1 is a Justice League movie. It was either number 1 or number 2, I can't remember. But I am dying to see a Justice League film, and I'm going to be honest, I think a reboot is the right thing to do for The Dark Knight, for example. Because if I'm going to be honest, I've got it right here. I've not got the Dark Knight, but the Dark Knight. I've got this. One of the best superhero movies conceived, in my opinion. I absolutely love this film. But this Batman would not suit a Justice League movie. If I'm going to be brutally honest, he wouldn't. There's no way this Batman would be in a Justice League movie. So I kind of see why they're rebooting them. Now there are some talks about maybe using Mr. Levitt, who, for those who don't know, spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Dark Knight Rises, block out your ears or mute me, becomes Robin, or the next Batman, at the end of the movie, basically. Which, by the way, I stick by what I said. Fuck off. Ruined. I still hate it. I still hate the fact that they didn't use him right. Do you think Wonder Woman would be happening? I'll get to Wonder Woman in a moment. For those who don't know, that is actually also my number 1 or number 2 movie I want to see. I want to see a Wonder Woman movie. But for those who don't know, I may as well tell you now, the Wonder Woman script is actually in the works. To my knowledge, it's in the works. For those who don't know, they are currently working on it at the moment, but there's no guarantee to when it's going to be released. There is rumours flying about that a Justice League film is going to be released round about in the next 5 years. Wow, too many things. But let's get back to topic. I may as well say, I would like if Batman, if I'm going to be honest, went a bit more comic booky, which would be nice. So hopefully a new director will be able to take the best parts of the Nolan verse and add a bit of the parts from the comic book one, and basically have a bit of fun with it and do their own little thing with it. So reboots are sometimes a good thing, in my opinion. The Dark Knight Rises is a good end to the Nolan trilogy. But, as I stated, I think it does need a reboot to fit in with a Justice League movie, in my opinion. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's debatable. Like, is a reboot a good thing? It's debatable. Yeah, wonder what I miss. But yeah, it's debatable. I mean, to get a Justice League film in the works, not only do they have to reboot Batman, the Man of Steel, by the way, which trailer looks fucking awesome. I love the look of the trailer. They have to get Superman, Man of Steel. By the way, the Man of Steel title I still hate, by the way. They should have just called it Superman, because it is technically a reboot, which I'm okay with. Okay with. Because it looks pretty awesome. But just get rid of the fucking Man of Steel title. Just call it Superman, for fuck's sake. That really pissed me off. They're stealing it from the Nolan verse. And by the way, it's getting produced by Christopher Nolan. So it's going to be a bit more Batman-ish. So I had to get it in there. And I'm still waiting to see this. As I said, Superman is another film that does kind of need a reboot. But just don't touch too much on his origin story. We all fucking know Superman's origin story like the back of our fucking hand. So we don't really need his origin story done again. They also have to do a Flash film, which is currently in the works. I don't know anything about it. By the way, I think Ryan Reynolds would have done a good Flash, but yeah. Unfortunately, he's kind of dull. Then there's also the Wonder Woman movie, which I am dying to see who they get to play Wonder Woman. I still think it should be an unknown, if I'm going to be honest. And someone said to me, Megan Fox is Wonder Woman. No, you die now. I would kill Megan Fox before she even put on that fucking girdle. And by the way, I'm very much set on the mind of the traditional Wonder Woman outfit, if I'm going to be honest. The Wonder Woman outfit. The one that looks like a swimsuit, basically, but not for the perverted reasons. But for the main reasons, that's the Wonder Woman outfit I grew up with watching Justice League. They still to do a Martian Manhunter film. And the Green Lantern film, there is rumours about them rebooting it. But the thing is, though, with the Green Lantern movies, you don't really need to reboot it. You've introduced the Green Lanterns. You just need to get a different actor to be a Green Lantern. You could do Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, a whole different other ones. Jon Stewart would be good because it would match up with the TV series, which is what most people are familiar with. Most people are more familiar with the TV series than they are with the comic books nowadays, because everyone loves the TV series so much. So they've still got a lot of heroes to get done. And in my opinion, they're going to have to work their ass off to get these movies out. I wanted to talk about reboots. Now I'm talking about Justice League. Fuck it, let's keep going with it. But they still have a lot of work to do to make the Justice League movie. And the thing is, though, they should have started work on the Justice League film years ago. And the only major problem that they're having is copyright issues, because all of the heroes, I believe, have different people who own the rights to them. The Avengers was a fucking struggle to get the rights for all those characters, but they had fucking Mickey Mouse behind them, so they were alright. DC, on the other hand, is quite tricky, because I think each character has a different person who owns the rights to them. Of course, you've got the Bob Kane family who own the rights to the Batman, and they're okay. They're normally okay with it. They like Batman. They let people go away with it. But the one that's going to be the biggest trouble, in my opinion, is Wonder Woman. Because if you don't know, the people who own the rights to Wonder Woman are very picky when they get that move, whenever someone wants to make something of Wonder Woman. It's quite apparent in the Justice League animated series. Every episode with Wonder Woman in it was normally a Wonder Woman-centric episode, or at least had a majority of Wonder Woman in it, because the family that own the rights to them don't want Wonder Woman basically not the light constantly on her. They want her to be the main focus of every story that she's in, and they're fucking idiots for that because they're stupid. So that's going to be the biggest issue, in my opinion. The invisible plane, I'm not too fussed. Wonder Woman can fly, so I'm not too fussed if they have invisible plane. But the better the fucking lasso. The lasso is a must. But the Justice League film is a pipe dream at the moment. The odds are we're not going to see it in this decade. It's going to take at least 10 years to get all the rights sorted and maybe get the movies finished. So as long as they don't rush it, I think a Justice League film could be pretty damn awesome. But they've missed their opportunity now to try and one-up Marvel, because that would have been awesome. If the Justice League film came out around about the same time as the Avengers film, really that would test your loyalties, wouldn't it? I had a debate with this, but there's so many superhero movies that have to be made. Good point, Ronnie. There's a lot of superhero movies that have to be made to get a Justice League movie done. And then, of course, you've got all the Marvel superhero movies that are coming out in 2014, 2015, 2016. For fuck's sake, there are a shit ton of superhero movies coming out in the next year or two. There's Ant-Man, there's Doctor Strange, there's some Galactic Guardians one coming out, then there's the Avengers 2, Captain America 2. There are so many. And let me ask a good question, Bobby. I do get kind of sick of seeing superhero movies every now and then, but as long as they still entertain me, I will go and watch them. I will pay to go and see them. As long as they entertain me and aren't butchered, I will still go and see them. And really, that's the question. When are we going to stop making superhero films? In my opinion, they're never going to stop making superhero films, because they make money. And I'm excited for all these superhero films. All these superhero films sound absolutely fantastic to me because I'm a big superhero fan. I got a few comics. I actually want to get back into comics more. And I'm excited for every single one of them because a lot of them are looking awesome. A lot of the ones I'm really excited for. Non-superhero comic adaptations are alright. Everyone's debating, like, is Batman really a hero? Well, superhero, because he doesn't have superpowers. In my opinion, he's a hero, and he's awesome about it. Batman can beat anyone, no ifs, buts, or whats about it, so don't even fucking go there. But DC have kind of dropped the ball. They missed an opportunity to basically market a Justice League film years ago. When this movie came out, they could have used this as an opportunity to hint at a Justice League film, even ever so slightly. So yeah. By the way, for those that don't know, there was actually a crossover in the 90s where Marvel superheroes versus DC superheroes. I shit you not, they exist. Where it was literally the Justice League versus the Avengers, the X-Men versus that, and Marvel won. Marvel won. It was all fan voted, so Marvel won. So that's just quite a bit of knowledge for you out there. Justice League animated series intro was so... Yeah, the Justice League intro was awesome, and it better be in the fucking Justice League movie. I'm telling you right now, if that's not in the Justice League movie, I will riot. But DC have dropped the ball, in my opinion. They missed an opportunity. They could have marketed the Justice League film the same way the Avengers film was hinted at, back at Iron Man, or even the Incredible Hulk, when they just teased it, and people were like, holy shit. Because if you do that, people will go see your films. People will go and see your films. I saw every single one of those films in the pictures because I wanted to see what was next for the Avengers. Was there going to be more hinting towards the Avengers? And there was, which was awesome. It was an incentive to go and see the film. That's why those movies done so well. If DC are smart, they'll just do a Marvel. When the first movie comes out that they're hinting at a Justice League film, let's just say the Flash movie comes out. At the end of the Flash movie, just hint at a Justice League movie. Just ever so slightly hint at it. Even if it's just something simple and sweet, just hint at it. Add little Easter eggs in the movie that make people think, are they really working on a Justice League movie? Excuse me. Well, topics change. We're talking about superhero movies. But, yeah, in my opinion, I think DC really need to do a Marvel, in my opinion, and really need to put all their efforts into making the Justice League movie happen. And getting all these movies done. And if they were smart enough, they would have done a Marvel and just basically made them themselves. Nathan Fillion as Ant-Man, that could work. I think he could do a good job. Off topic. But I think Nathan Fillion's too loyal to Joss Whedon, so I think he'll probably be in a Marvel. Oh wait, no, Ant-Man is Marvel. Dingbat. But if, in my opinion, in my honest, brutal opinion, Marvel did the best thing that they could ever do. They made the movies themselves, basically. That's what they done. They made the movies, and if you don't know, Marvel are actually fighting tooth and nail to get all the rights to their superheroes back. That includes Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. They are fighting tooth and nail to get every single one of their rights back. But of course, the Amazing Spider-Man done so fantastic, Sony are fucking getting a death grip on it. And I'm going to be honest, I just want Sony to go, here, take your rights back and make the movies yourself. Because let's just face it, as long as Sony own the rights to those movies, we are never going to have a Spider-Man Avengers crossover, or X-Men Avengers crossover, or Fantastic Four crossover. We'll never have Wolverine in the Avengers because Wolverine is an X-Men. Nation, here's the reason why Spider-Man wasn't in the Avengers. Because Marvel don't own the rights to the movie version of him. They don't own the movie rights to him. They gave the movie rights to the Spider-Man franchise to Sony. Sony Pictures own the rights to make Spider-Man movies. So Marvel technically can't put him in that movie because they don't own the rights to the movie version of him. So that's the main reason why Spider-Man wasn't in the Avengers, because Marvel don't have the rights to make a Spider-Man movie and put him in the movie, because they gave the rights to Sony, and then they realized that was the biggest fucking mistake they could ever do, and then made the rest of the Avengers movies themselves. And that's why Marvel are fighting tooth and nail to get their rights back, because they want to make all of their superhero movies themselves now, so they can tie it all into one universe. So we can have fucking Mr. Fantastic versus Captain America. We can have Wolverine versus Iron Man. So we can have the Green Goblin. So we can have all of the Marvel characters and Marvel movies. And can you imagine if they made an Avengers versus X-Men movie? That would be fucking awesome. That would be fantastic. But I will say this one, Hugh Jackman still should stay Wolverine. I'm saying that right now. So that's the main reason, is that Marvel no longer have the rights to Spider-Man movies or X-Men movies or Fantastic Four movies. They're fighting tooth and nail to get them back. And once they do get them back, we'll probably get the best Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four movies ever made, because Marvel know their shit. Excuse me. I'm sorry if it's lagging, I can't do anything about it. But as I say, Marvel are going to get their rights back eventually. It may take a few years, but eventually we will see Spider-Man in an Avenger movie. But DC are stupid, because I think, like, I'm trying to think. I think a different company owned. In fact, I think is it Warner Brothers? Let me just check. Yeah, Warner Brothers own the rights to Batman. They own the rights to the Batman movie franchises. So they ain't giving this up without a fucking fight. The Man of Steel. Does anyone know who's making Man of Steel? What company are making them? I honestly can't remember. Is it Warner Brothers? I honestly can't remember because that means that if it's no Warner Brothers, then we're not going to get a Justice League film anytime soon. I can guarantee that. Because if it's two different movie companies that are making the film, we're never going to get a crossover. Never in a million years. Because they won't be willing to. Warner and Legendary. Cheers, Denton. So the only way that a Justice League film is going to work is if DC gave the rights to their heroes to Warner Brothers and Legendary. Background Avengers, but Sony hadn't finished the look of the tower by the time Avengers came out. Oh, that's interesting. But I don't think Sony would actually allow that because Sony are a bunch of money-grubbing whores. So yeah. But yeah, so it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle to get a Justice League film out because of all the rights that are out there. Because there are too many rights and too many movie franchises and movie companies that are basically gone, we want to make the movie, we promise we'll respect the source material and everything. There's too many of them out there that are going like that. DC are like, who do we give it to and why? When if they were smart, they would just go, you know what, fuck it, we're making the movie. They've got enough fucking money. I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty damn awesome. Because once DC give the rights to someone, they have virtually no they have only outlines of what they like to see. Because I think that's kind of apparent in what's that one movie with Schwarzenegger? It was made by some cunt named Shinaka, Shinaka, Mo, Joel, Shimaka. Anyway, I can't remember. Yeah, we could get that. We could get that basically. And it's just, in my opinion, it's kind of stupid because it's just, unfortunately, it's really, really bad that unfortunately we're not going to get those movies anytime soon. Steel, don't even get me started on fucking Steel. What? Don't video game movies get the same treatment? Don't read comics, much myself, don't have the time. Video game adaptations are a whole nother video. I'm going to have to talk about that in a whole other video. The only reason they don't get as much respect because basically they don't fucking play the games first. But that's a whole other live stream and a whole other topic, by the way. But they'll never. A lot of these, like Justice League movie, will never happen until companies can just stop thinking about the money, which they never will, and go, how about we just create a good movie? Wait, nope, we want money. Excuse me. And a Wonder Woman movie, a Flash movie, a Green Lantern reboot or new movie, Martian Manhunter movie, Hawk Girl or Hawkman, whatever they go with, Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, new Batman, all of those movies and the Justice League movies are risks. They are risks that companies are not willing to take. The third successful film in history, Sony and Fox would be smart to make a deal. Yeah, they would be, but they're not going to be. They're just going to be, fuck you, see you later. Yeah. It all comes down to money. These companies will not make these movies, they will not work together unless they see dollar signs first. Unless they see how much money they're going to make right there and then, or have an estimate how much money. Can you imagine how much it would cost to make a Justice League film? Can you imagine how much it would cost to make a Justice League film? It would be it'd be hundreds of millions or it'd be up in the billions. Because you think how comic booky they would want to make it. It would cost them an absolute freaking fortune to make it. How much did the Avengers film cost to make anyway? I can't remember off the top of my head. Excuse me. Does anyone happen to know how much the Avengers would cost to make? I know it's in the hundreds of millions, I think. Everyone to Google and find out. I would, but I'm lazy. And plus, if I go into Google with this, the live stream's going to lag. There's anyone. It cost $204 million to make the Justice League film. And I can guarantee the budget for the next Avengers film, the next Avengers film will probably either be 400 or at least 300 million. So a Justice League film, just think, a Justice League film would either cost the same amount to make or more. Because there's a bigger cast of Justice League members. Let's face it, there's 7 Justice Leaguers, if memory serves me. Let's just go with the Justice League animated series, because that's the one that everyone is most familiar with. Pounds, dollars, doesn't matter, just 204 mil, just let's say that. There are 7 Justice League members, if memory serves me, from the original Justice League animated series. There's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Flash, Hawkgirl, and Green Lantern. Those are the 7 ones that I want to see in a Justice League film. By the way, Green Lantern I'm not too fussed with. It could be Jon Stewart or it could be Hal Jordan. I don't really care. Those are the ones that I think they'll probably try and do because it's the one people are most familiar with. Most people are familiar with the animated series than they are with the comic books. Like, I've read a couple of Justice League comic books, but the Justice League for me are the animated series, in my opinion. That's the one I grew up with, so that's the one I'm most faithful to and loyal to, because it was a great series. So that's the one I think they should focus on making the adaptation of. And I know they're hardcore comic book fans. Oh, but they have to remain loyal to the source material. The comic books are way better. They don't need to go on the conditions of TV. Yes, I've got 2 words for you. It's fuck and off. This is what I want to see. If you want to see the comic book versions, go in another video. I'm more familiar with the Justice League animated series, so that's what I want to see. I want to see those 7 Justice League members that I mentioned as the Justice League movie. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. If you don't agree with it, fuck off. But again, I don't mind other. I'd say at the same time, I also want some unfamiliar faces. I want new heroes to get in there. I want more. As I said, I want lesser known superheroes as well to get a movie, because fair enough getting the big names, getting the big names out there, getting all like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. By the way, Wonder Woman, where the fuck's the Wonder Woman movie? I'm sorry, I've been waiting for that for years. Getting the big man out of the way, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four. Where are all the other ones? Where are all the lesser known ones? Like, Deadpool is finally getting a movie, which I'm fucking looking forward to as hell, by the way. Deadpool movie sounds awesome. Yeah, X-23 from the X-Men. I honestly would like to see that. I would like to see X-23, but of course they'd have to reboot X-Men again, because they're going to have to. But I'd like lesser known ones there. Like, I'm going to be really honest, I want to see a Teen Titans movie. Because Teen Titans was also one of my favourite animated series. I grew up with that one, it's awesome. And mainly, I just want to see Raven, Starfire, Robin, Cyborg, and, fuck, I'm forgetting someone. Beast Boy. I want to see those, but there are also other members, of course, when you go with the comic books. I'm not too fast. But I would like lesser known ones to get out there. That, yeah, I think a lot of you agree with me with the Wonder Woman movie. We've been waiting for it for fucking years, and we're never going to get it anytime soon, because apparently no one knows how to fucking write Wonder Woman, apparently. So, yeah. Oh, no. Fuck the Robin from the Nolanverse. I'm sorry. Fuck that Robin. That was lazy. But yeah, as I said, at the same time, I want to see a Justice League movie. I also want to see other lesser known teams get a movie, or lesser known heroes get a movie. I want to see a Raven movie. I want to see a Cyborg movie. I want to see a Beast. Well, no, not so much a Beast Boy movie. Yeah, Lana's a different, but as I said, one of the major problems also with Wonder Woman is not a lot of people know how to write her right. Very few people have actually been, apparently according to comic books, by the way, I'm not gone by everyone, there are not that many people who know how to write Wonder Woman that well. Most people either write her as a ditzy, clumsy, as a ditzy broad, some people write her as too tough, some people write her as too dark, but it's all debatable. Young Justice movie. That would be interesting, but that's still early days. But yeah, that's one of the major complaints a lot of people have with Wonder Woman in comic books. Not a lot of writers know how to write it properly, and I think the same is with the movies as well. I don't think they've found the right person to write Wonder Woman. So yeah, Raven was one of my favorites, by the way. Just to let you all know, she's fucking awesome. I love her. But yeah, it's debatable. Like writing Wonder Woman is one of the hardest things to do, in my opinion. I have tried because I do write an occasional bit of fan fiction. And it is quite tricky to write Wonder Woman because you don't want to write her as a ditzy broad, or you don't want to write her as too strong. You want to get the right mix. She's still strong, powerful, and independent, but at the same time she's still a lady. She's still female. So you have to give her female traits, but at the same time you still want to make her strong and be her own person. And in my opinion, there are very few good superheroine movies out there, for example, as well. When's the last time we had a good superheroine movie? But excuse me. And by the way, Elektra does not count. Because I don't think there's actually been any good. I'm not talking about team movies. I'm talking about independent female superhero movies or superheroine movies. I want to see a superhero movie. I'm sorry. I want to see a female superhero stand on her own in her own movie. And Wonder Woman would be an absolute fantastic one. I'm not. Team up movies and Kick-Ass don't fucking count. I'm talking about a movie that just focuses on a female hero. And Wonder Woman would be a good start, in my opinion. But they're never going to do it because they're all lazy and all they care about fucking money. And apparently because men are better in some instances. In my opinion, we're all equal. Xena, of course, did the Xena movie, blah, whatever. But yeah, just in my opinion, we're never going to really get any good superhero movies beyond Marvel and some of DC ones, because, let's face it, most companies only care about money. They don't care about fucking, care about anything else besides the money. Halle Berry was fucking horrible. I'm sorry, she may be hot in that outfit, but she is fucking horrible as Catwoman. Horrible. But yeah, it's debatable. And well, you may as well ask out there, let's just pick some. Who would you want to see play Wonder Woman, for example? Who would you want to see play Wonder Woman? Anyone out there? Who would you have play Wonder Woman? I personally think it should be an unknown. I think it should be an unknown actress who plays Wonder Woman. And by the way, she better be fucking brunette. And they better have the traditional outfit. I want the original Wonder Woman outfit, not the one with fucking trousers. Not because I'm a pervert. Okay. By the way, I'm horrible with actors' names, so if you can put the actor in a movie they were in that I might have watched, let me know. We've got Emily Blunt, Kobe Smulders, and Lucy Lawson. I only know one of them, so what movie was Emily Blunt in that most people have seen? What one was Kobe Smulders in and Lucy Law? Name the movie with the actress, because I am horrible when it comes to actresses' names and actors' names as well. So it would be graciously helpful if you could. Because I am horrible when it comes to actors and actresses' names. Chloe Smulders. She was in. She's Robin in How I Met Your Mother. No. I'm sorry, I don't think she could do it. I don't think she could do it. I honestly don't think she could do it. Plus, she's already in the Avengers. Hint, hint. The wife of Hancock? No! No! No. Young Victoria and the Adjustment Bureau. I have never seen any of those things with Emily Blunt, but yeah. But the one, Robin from How I Met Your Mother? No, I'm sorry, I don't think she could do it. I'm sorry. I honestly don't think she's not got the right personality for me to pull off that, in my opinion. Evangeline Lilly from Lost. Never seen Lost. Spartacus. Who did she play in Xena? Who did Lucy Law play in Xena? Who did she fucking play in Xena? Was she Xena or was she Gabby? That's the only two I remember. But a lot of myths suggestions, in my opinion. Some of these, as I said, I think it should be an unknown. I think it should be an unknown actress or actor. Yeah, maybe MD. Yeah, MD would be a good one. Uh, um, but she played Gina. Thanks. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at actresses' names. So, she did do a good Gina. I think she might pull it off. I'm gonna be honest. She could pull. I think she's a wee teeny tad too old, in my opinion. I don't know what she looks like now, but I'm pretty. She's 53. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be playing Wonder Woman anytime soon. Maybe a few years ago, yes, but not right now. I still stick by my statement. It should be an unknown actress, someone new, someone we don't know, so you don't just go and see the film because it's um, because it's got a name on it. I don't want to go and see the Wonder Woman movie starring Megan Fox. I would burn that to the ground because Megan Fox's name is on it. By the way, I hate Megan Fox. I'm sorry. I want to go and see a Wonder Woman movie because it's got Wonder Woman on it. I want people to go and see a Wonder Woman movie because it's got Wonder Woman on it, not a fucking name like fucking I don't know, fucking I'm horrible with actresses' names. Do I have one anywhere nearby? Just I don't know, just pick one. I'm sorry, I'm horrible. But yeah, I just want, as I said, I go and see a movie because of what the movie is based on in the title. I don't go and see it because of like a yeah, Shia LaBeouf could pull off Wonder Woman. That would be fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. As I said, I want to go see a Wonder Woman movie not because of who's in it, but because who it's based on. In my opinion, that's why I want to go see. Same with any other superhero movie or any other movie in general. For me, I didn't go and see The Dark Knight in pictures because it had Bale, Kane, Ledger, Oldman, Eckhart, Gyllenhaal, and Freeman. I didn't go and see it because it had them on it. I went to see it because it's fucking Batman. That's why I want to go see those movies. I go and see those movies because they look good, not because of who's fucking in them. So in my opinion, unknown actress for Wonder Woman, unknown actor for Flash, unknown actors. That in my opinion. Oh god, Shia LaBeouf can go fucking suck a cock and die. He can choke on my manhood. But yeah, as it is, I think it should be an unknown. And same with any other superhero movie. Fair enough, if a known actor, like I'll have to admit, I was a bit skeptical of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, but he done a fantastic fucking job. He's Iron Man, and as it is, as long as the actor or actress does their job and portrays the character the way I like it and the way that everyone else likes it, no fucking problem. But as I say, in my opinion, I also can't see anyone playing a lot of these roles that I've mentioned. I can't really think of anyone to play Wonder Woman, Raven, Starfire, Robin, Nightwing, Beast Boy. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who I think could play it, mainly because I'm shit with fucking names. But it's debatable. It's everyone to their own. I just think it should be an unknown. Have you not seen my fucking review, National Virus? Have you not seen my review? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. For those that haven't seen it, go check out my review of the Spider-Man trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man. I personally think the Amazing Spider-Man is better than the Spider-Man trilogy. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Andrew Garfield is 10 times better than fucking Tobey Maguire. I'm saying that right now. But yeah, let me just get back to the topic. As I said, in my opinion, it's just a lot of unknowns really need to be done as superheroes because I don't want to go see them. I don't want people saying I'm going to go and see this new movie with fucking Christian Bale in it. It's called Hawkman, or it's called Flash, or it's called Superman. No, I want people to go and see the movie because it's called Superman. It's called Wonder Woman. I'm going to go see the new Wonder Woman movie. I'm going to go and see the new Avengers movie. I'm going to go and see the new Spider-Man movie. I'm going to go and see the new live-action Final Fantasy movie. I'm going to go see the new, I don't know, Mass Effect movie. I'm going to go see this movie. I'm going to see that movie. I really hate people saying, I'm going to go see this movie because such and such is, and I hate that. I go see a movie because it looks interesting. I don't fucking care who the actor or actress is in it, as long as they do a good fucking job. So yeah, it's a long way away. We're not going to see a Justice League movie anytime soon. Okay, if you saw the movie because of the director, fair enough. I'm not going to fucking patronize you. I saw Batman Begins because it's fucking Batman. I'll go and see anything with Batman in it. I'm sorry, I would go if they brought like an animated Batman in the cinemas. Shoot, I'm right there. Same as it is. I go and see the film because of the title, the trailers, and does the movie interest me? Not because fucking Britney Spears is in it or fucking a 3-time Academy Award winners in it. I go and see it because the movies look awesome. That's my opinion. Okay, then, and that's a bit much. I'm sorry, the Dark Knight trilogy is not up there with the Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I disagree with that. As I say, Batman Begins was awesome. A wee bit iffy for me. I disagree. Dark Knight trilogy is good. It's not the best Batman trilogy. It's one of the best Batman trilogies I've seen, but I disagree. It is definitely not as good as fucking Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry, I disagree. The Dark Knight is the best in the trilogy, and Dark Knight is the better one. Oh well, good luck. Enjoy Evil Adventure. Enjoy Dark Knight. And LA, happy birthday if it happens to be on your birthday. So have a good one. So it's debatable. So it's, as I say, this was originally about to talk about Reboot when they're talking about Justice League. Fuck it. Bane or Joker? Joker. Sorry, Joker. Hands down. No ifs, buts. What's about it? Joker. Here's the question: Nicholson or Ledger? Question: Nicholson or Nicholson or Ledger? Come on, everyone. Ledger or Nicholson? I want to know. Oh, looks like everyone agrees with me. Ledger. Hey, oh shit, we've got Harbinger here. Don't you dare assume control of anything, Harbinger. I will kick your fucking ass. By the way, just let you know, I didn't know Heath Ledger was dead when I saw this film, by the way. I saw this not knowing he was dead. I actually went at the end of the film. I can't wait to see Heath Ledger in another film. And the person next to me went, you do realise he's dead? I went, oh shit. Awkward. Yeah, as I said, I didn't know Ledger was dead. In my opinion, I thought Ledger was superior to Nicholson before I knew he was dead. So yeah. That's my opinion. So I think this went awry. This went completely awry into Justice League. So that's my opinion. As I said, it's all debatable. Do you think that if poor Heath Ledger didn't die, he would have been in? If I'm going to be honest, I still stand by it. The Nolan film, The Dark Knight Rises, felt like it was meant to be Joker in it, not Bane. For me personally, it felt like it was written for Joker, not Bane. So yes, I think Heath Ledger would have definitely been in the final Dark Knight Rises. I'm pretty sure would have had a lot more better. It would have been better, in my opinion. So it's definitely, in my opinion, The Dark Knight Rises felt like it was written for Joker, not Bane. I still stick by that. So that's my opinion anyway. As I said it in my review as well. Yeah, another thing, I forgot to mention this in my review, but why the fuck did they not use Scarecrow more? Scarecrow's awesome! Scarecrow's awesome! Scarecrow was in all 3 films. First one he had a bit of a big role, and then the other 2 he was a fucking cameo. Where was he? He should have been the fucking main villain in Dark Knight Rises. Been disrespectful, I think you mean. Disrespectful to bring Joker back? Here's the thing. They're bringing Joker back no matter what. I'm sorry. Ledger, rest in peace, but he may have been one of the best Jokers ever done on movies, but they're bringing Joker back one way or another. I'm sorry. They are bringing him back one way or another. So, if you wanted to have the Joker in The Dark Knight Rises, you should have put him in it. I'm sorry. Ledger, may he rest in peace, but there is going to be a replacement eventually. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. So yeah, my opinion. Don't like it. Fuck off. So I think that's all I've got. I want to get off the topic of Justice League because I will end up ranting over like 3 hours. Talia, in my opinion, wasn't that good. I'm going to be honest. Talia for me was not that good. It felt like she was just thrown in at the last minute. Um, it's just an active ranger. Good point, Superlicious Man. Heath Ledger, even though he done an awesome job as Joker, they were going to replace him eventually. And my opinion, sooner was better than later, but they will replace him eventually. But back to Talia, I don't think the actress who done Talia done a great job in my opinion. I thought she done an okay job, but Talia just felt like she was thrown in at the last minute. Like Noel just went, oh shit, I forgot to add Talia. Oh well, just throw in at the last minute as a major plot twist. As I said, I saw every fucking twist coming. That's why I didn't like the movie. They're making a reboot so soon because they want to get a Justice League film out so good. I mean, I wish I could. Okay, I think I'll end the topic here on all superhero things because I'll end up rambling on for like 3 hours about it. But finally, let me just say, in my opinion, Talia was not that good. She was there. Talia should not have been a throwaway character. She should be one of the main villains, and Talia was not a main villain in The Dark Knight Rises. I'm sorry, she was a throwaway villain. I'm sorry, I agree. I stick by that. Throwaway villain because she was there as someone else, then she revealed herself as Talia, and then she died. That's my opinion. So that's my opinion. And I kind of agree with Doug Walker in my opinion. The Dark Knight Rises is not as good as The Dark Knight. I said it before he did his fucking review. In my opinion, The Dark Knight is the superior film. The Dark Knight Rises is okay. I've stated it in my review, and so far no death threats, by the way. So I think let's open the floor up to Q&A. Let's a couple of quick questions, and then I'm ending the stream, guys. So any questions? Well, I've got one here from Harbinger. Am I going to see the Olympics? Oops, shit, I dropped something. Am I going to see the Olympics? I'm not too fussed about the Olympics, if I'm going to be honest. I don't normally watch them. I occasionally just flick over to the channel that's on for like an hour if I'm bored. But I don't really pay much attention to sports, so I may watch the Olympics. As I said, I'm supporting the Scottish. I'm not supporting Team GB. I'm supporting Team Scot. So I'm supporting the Scottish athletes that are doing there. I'm not supporting the English ones. So that's my opinion. I'm supporting the Scottish athletes that are doing there, not the English athletes. So yeah. Don't expect adaptations to be perfect enjoyment. What graphics card do you really want to get? If those don't know, on Twitter, I tweeted that I'm going to be getting a graphics card fairly shortly. I'm going to be getting the GeForce 9800T NVIDIA. I have NVIDIA drivers already on my computer, so I just need to get that, but it's about £73 and I can afford that, so yeah. Why no love for GB? Because I'm fucking Scottish. I hate the English. I consider myself Scottish first, British second. So I support Scotland first and Britain second. As I said, I don't really follow the Olympics. I support Team Scot, not Team GB. That's my opinion. What are your thoughts on The Hobbit becoming a trilogy? Pissed off. Nah, I'm not too fussed. As I said, I'm not a big Hobbit fan. So for those who don't know, there is a rumour flying about that apparently Peter Jackson wants to make The Hobbit a three-parter. I.e. part 1, part 2, part 3. Kind of like what Twilight done, by the way. Fuck off, Twilight. But by the way, if you're English, I don't hate you. I hate your culture. So I don't hate you personally. I just hate your culture. But yeah, the Hobbit's apparently being made into a trilogy, which some people are really pissed off at. Some people are like, it could work. As I said, I'm gonna wait and see what happens. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So yeah. I hated the opening ceremony. We wasted money. What do you think? I actually haven't seen the opening ceremony, so I have no idea what it looks like. So sorry, I can't say anything. I can't say anything on open set because I didn't see it. Because I don't give two fucks, I'm sorry. I might watch it on YouTube and then give my opinions on it, but yeah, I don't like it. I haven't seen the opening ceremony, so I can't say if I like it or not. So I can't answer that. Okay, Super Lizard Man asks, how do you feel about the possibility that Scotland may be at the 2016 as its own independent nation? I am actually a bit iffy on Scottish independence at the moment. I am for Scottish independence because I think Scotland can support itself as a nation. The only problem with that is a lot of people don't do the fucking research. I have done the research, and Scotland can support itself as an independent nation with the oil, mineral water, exports, and alcohol. A lot of the exports that we do could make us a small fucking fortune, could make Scotland one of the richest countries in the world. However, I also see the drawbacks. I won't see the pluses to Scottish independence within the first 3 years. But yeah, I think Scotland could be a good independent nation, in my opinion, if it works out pretty well. Scotland, by the way, if Scotland was to go in the next Olympics as an independent nation, I support Team Scot all the way. But yeah, as I said, I'm kind of for Scottish independence, but I also see the drawbacks. So yeah. Have you read Why the Last Man Scottish? No, I haven't. I'm not a big book reader. Sorry. What do you think of Kristen Stewart cheating? I don't care about Kristen Stewart, so I'm not answering that fucking question. I hate the Twilight series. I hate the Twilight actors. They can all go fucking die in a fire. I'm not answering it. I don't talk about fucking gossip. I hate celebrity gossip. I fucking hate it. Why do I care? So I'm not fucking talking about it. So yeah, that's my opinion on Stewart. Fuck off. I don't care. Don't ask me about fucking celebrity gossip. Don't. I hate it. I despise it. It can go burn in a fire. I hate those magazines. Waste of fucking paper. Waste of fucking print. Waste of ink. Waste of anything. Excuse me. No, I've not read The Last Man. Sorry, I may have to check it out. So I'll take 2 more questions and then I'll end. So 2 more questions. Not too fussed about what they are. If you could make a reboot of anything, what would it be? What would it be? Try to think. I would reboot. Oh god, it's debatable. It's debatable. I know what I'd reboot. Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3 because those movies suck. Reboot them and get George Lucas away from them. Put George Lucas in a hole and then make the movies. Yeah, so reboot Star Wars 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6 will leave alone. Okay, I've got 2 questions here. Will you candidate for president? Yes, I will candidate for president of Scotland. And you will vote for me, and then I will declare war on the English and make you all my slaves. Wait, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Would you get an iPad 3 or... No, I'm not getting a fucking tablet. They're a waste of money. Why would I want a tablet when I can do all the stuff that a tablet can do on my fucking computer? I do a couple of this. Just so you know, the only way is Essex is not English culture. I know the only way is Essex is not English culture. I just hate the English. I'm Scottish. It's in my blood. I can't help it. It's in Scottish blood. We hate you. We can't help it. But as I say, if I get to know you as a person, I will get to not hate you as much, but I will treat you with respect. Yes, Evil Adventure, you can be my personal bootlicker. As I said, I'm not going to kill all the English, only those that won't bow down to my feet. You bow down to my feet, you kiss my toes, and I will let you live. If you don't, I will cut you in half with a claymore. So I think I'll end the stream here, guys. Thanks for coming, clan. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all coming, and hopefully you will all like my reign in the future when I rule all of the UK under one nation of Scotland, and the English will be my servants. Not all of you. I will let some of you go. So yeah. I'm not communist. I'll still be capitalist. But thanks for all you who came. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you all enjoyed it. It was entertaining. But thanks for coming. Really do appreciate it. And look forward to the next live stream, which will hopefully be next Friday. Thank you again for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. And for those that are watching this on YouTube, leave a comment down below on your opinion on the topic. Americans, I don't hate you. I don't hate you, Americans. I'm going to treat you with respect. I swear. I might just have to put you in a couple. I might have to put you in obedience camp for a wee while, just to get you used to my reign. And don't worry, I'm very respectful. Everyone will have equal rights, except for maybe one or two people, one or two types of people. I won't say it. But thanks for coming, and hope you all enjoyed it. So I'll see you all later, and ciao for now.